When do you get your first official salary from Saudi Soul, the Saudi Soul group, to then have a discussion of saying, okay, we will be paid monthly X amount, from the company? And what are the things that you had to put in place for you guys to be able to have that kind of structure?
Um, so I would say after it all, I think we went for when we were signed up for Safaricom Live. Then Safaricom Live was Ask Mula, I think P Unit, Jimmy Gate. I would say Safaricom Live at that time, like it changed our lives because the amount of money that we were given, that was the first time like we saw, a few millions, and you were
Yeah.
just like, guy,
Yeah.
what is that? Like a few millions, like at the same time. I
Yeah.
mean, and in like at a go.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, okay, let go. So I think when that happened, there was and also it was that thing like we were getting paid in installments. So when that happened, at some point, our accountant as well was just like, we were just like, let's not split this money like in chunks or whatever. So then our accountant was just like, let's introduce a model where you actually get paid a salary. Because now this was the first time that we could actually have a consistent flow of income.
Yeah.
And also a consistent working of the account.
Yeah.
So like the account has money and like there's transactions happening in our account,
Yeah.
which as well will be good for the business.
Yeah.
So so that really was the first time.
Yeah.
And in the beginning I was just like, okay, let's see, but it worked out like magic, like a beauty. And then after it all,
Yeah.
that's been the model up till today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I would say, that was really the first
After Safaricom Live.
during Safaricom Live and all of that. It was like, okay, and it felt secure. Yeah, it did feel secure.
So even when how did you guys decide the salaries that you're gonna be paid? And can you tell us what your first Saudi Soul salary was, if you can remember?
How did we decide? So if my memory serves me right, we
Yeah.
decided to first of all split it 5 ways. So, or rather, pay salaries 5 ways. And the fifth member is Sautisol, the entity itself. So the salaries are going to be paid out to Chimano, Polycarp, Savara, BN, and Sautisol. So that was the thinking. So that the account maintains my financial. My stomach is rumbling. It's that coffee.
Yeah.
So that the account stays as well, like with money, and there's money there's money there. In terms of how much it was, I think it must have been 150K
Yeah.
per month,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
And
Yeah.
this was
This was 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2013. Yeah. Or maybe maybe 2014, 15. Between there.
Around
Around there.
between 13 to 15 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it must have been around 100, 150
Yeah.
per month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with your 150 then now at that point? Because you say you move out in 2011, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So between 2011 and this period, you're sort of your income isn't consistent.
It's not consistent, but then it's consistent. It's
enough.
consistent enough.
Yeah.
Enough because now eventually what happened is that in 2011 when I moved is that we decided that we needed to move in together.
Okay.
So that we're in the same space. First of all, it saves money, but then most of all, it's not about money. It saves time. Because time is money, of course, and also it brings us closer. We're able to finish our projects quicker. It just, and you just, as a band, you just need to be in the same space
Yeah.
to be able to create together and to develop your sound. And at that time, at that point in our careers, it was paramount that happened.
Yeah.
So we moved in together, which was one of the best decisions ever, because now, everyone's in the same space.
Yeah.
If we're all late, if someone's late, we're all late.
Yeah.
Like if we're going somewhere, we're all turning up at the same time.
Yeah.
It was just easy to do stuff.
Okay.
And as well, we could save our monies altogether.
Yeah.
I remember at that time as well, we had our first manager. She had a car that she.
Who was your first manager?
She's called Ninka. She was a Dutch woman.
Okay.
Who still we're best friends, and but at some point she decided to move back to Holland because she needed to go back and work in her family business. So she had her car, a nice 3-door Pajero that Savara still has, by the way. It's a cute car. It was a car that was acquired in '87 by, I think, a French guy. It was driven all the way from France to Cape Town.
On that Great North Road.
Yeah,
Right.
and back to Nairobi. And then I think now Ninka bought it from him. I still have all its mechanical records. I think I'm the one who does. Yeah, all its mechanical records from the 80s. It's pretty interesting. So that car is what we were now. So we had a car.
Yeah.
So somewhere so we didn't need to as well spend money on cabs or we did take matatus here and there. I remember Double M. Then we used to take it up, or I can't remember, not OTC, somewhere there. There was that. So everything worked. Everything worked out in terms of, and as well, like grocery shopping, it was all together.
Yeah.
Those guys. But oh my God, Polycarp and Nani, Polycarp and Savara, where they used to eat.
Yeah.
My goodness. But anyway,
Did it in any way affect your budget, your grocery budget?
But also we did buy a lot.
Yeah.
We did buy a lot of groceries then.
Okay.
And also the groceries then were also just it was just like beans, dengus,
Right.
noodles,
Right.
and you need like if we buy it in bulk, rice, ugali, like whatever. If we used to buy it in bulk, so it was quite a lot.
Yeah.
So really, it really didn't dent anything really, but So and in regards to like what I was doing with my money then.
Yeah. In 2011.
In
Yeah.
20 wow. Just it literally I didn't do anything. Like it was just in my account. Literally sitting in my account.
Yeah.
But it was also I was young and I loved having a good time. So I was going out quite a bit, spending it on booze
Being out.
and being out.
Yeah.
And
But like nothing about saving, nothing about
no, I tried to save here and there. So
Yeah.
I had another account, like a fixed account where I tried to save. But because the money wasn't as consistent, so I used to run out quickly and then go
Then I
and
go back
dig.
to-
Yeah, then I just dig in my coffers.
savings
I'm just like, it's fine. When I get paid, I'm going to return. And then the money comes and then you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I would say then after now we got a bit of a consistent check. Of course, the first thing I did was I bought a car.
Okay. So 2015, when you're getting your 150K salary.
About 2013, 2014. I think it's
between 2013 to 2015.
Yeah.
You get your salary. First thing you do is go and buy a car.
I bought a car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought a car. A cute little blue Toyota IST. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah. Had you saved the money and bought it cash, or was it on a payment?
No,
plan?
it was on a payment plan.
Okay.
Was it? No, it wasn't. Was it? Oh my God, I don't remember.
Yeah.
No.
How much was the car?
I think the car was, oh my God, like 700, 800K?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I bought it outright. I think I.
So you
yeah.
saved for a while and then bought it, or you had, or it was this savings now that you went into.
I think
it?
I had.
Yeah.
So because I paid a deposit, and then when the car was delivered, I paid the rest. Yeah, I didn't.
It wasn't a payment plan.
Yeah, actually, how did I have all that? How did I have that money? Yeah, no. I remember. I remember. It wasn't a payment plan.
Yeah.
My second car was a payment plan.
Yeah.
Because it was an upgrade, but yeah, I bought it. I bought it
Outright.
outright.
Outright cash.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was amazing. We lived in Buruburu phase 5 at that phase 4, 5.
Yeah.
At that time, that's where we moved in together.
And when you were buying the car, was it clearing your savings? Was it finishing the money that you had put together?
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
It did. But I knew there was money coming in anyway.
So you were like,
So I was just like, let
Yeah.
me. And also at that time, for me it was the pride of I bought it outright.
yeah,
I bought it outright. I was just like, I'd seen Amadeni,
Yeah.
I bought it outright.
yeah,
But then now I wouldn't buy a car outright.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough. All right. So, when you're buying it again, do the other boys, are they also buying cars?
Yes.
So you all bought cars at the same time?
No, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
So, BN had bought, but we bought cars around the
same
same time. And also like we all peer pressured each other, not even by words of mouth,
Yeah.
just by actions.
Yeah.
So we always ended up just buying the same stuff, same clothes. When someone buys a car, it was just a domino effect.
Yeah.
So the patterns as to how we used our monies, it was all very, very similar. Very, very similar. And all our wants and needs were always just revolving around the same thing.
Yeah.
If it's, if it was the food, it was the music. But I will say, for Polycarp and Savara, they were buying a lot of musical gadgets, when they were just starting out their production. They spent a lot of their money on that. And also, what am I saying? And I also did spend a lot of money on like buying different instruments that I played and then I stopped.
Yeah.
And then I stopped because I used to play the saxophone.
Yeah.
I used to play a tenor sax. And then I bought the first one, and then I bought the second one. Still new, still in my house, still in its box. Don't. Many years later,
Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm just like, guy. Yeah, many years later, it's still there. It's still very new.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then I bought a guitar. Then there was a time. What did I? Then now not a guitar. Then the keyboard, whatever. Then now I bought a guitar, but that one I'm playing.
Okay.
Yeah. But so there's just some things here and there that also we were trying to find ourselves musically.
Yeah.
So then there were a lot of hits and misses in terms of what we were purchasing. But I would say generally our purchases were revolved in the day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Revolved around the same things.
Okay.
Yeah.